Valley Days.
They were beautiful things, weren't they? The Yankee-built clipper ships that sailed around the Horn to California. A ship like this, the Orion, out of Boston, sailed through the Golden Gate one morning back in 1823, bringing tall, young first mate William Richardson, who had no idea he was about to meet lovely Maria Martinez, who had no idea she would kiss the first Americano she ever met. But that's what happened. We call our story what Californians learned to call William Richardson, El Aguadero, the water bringer.
Rocks to port, rocks to starboard. We'll be through the gate and into the bay before the captain finishes his morning jug of rum. Oh, Jackson.
Yes, sir.
Don't try it.
Don't try what, sir?
Jumping ship. The captain's primed and ready to shoot the first man that tries to go over the side.
Can't shoot the whole crew.
He won't have to. Those Californios will round you all up and herd you back on board.
You told us you talk their lingo.
I speak some Spanish.
You could help us.
Get us all logged for mutiny and desertion? I don't think you want that any more than I do.
We can't stand much more of Captain Hayworth.
You signed on for this voyage, out and back, the same as me.
Mr. Richardson.
Yes, Captain.
Get inside.
You heard me. Get inside. Move.
Aye, aye, sir.
I know what you're up to. I know all about it.
All about what, sir?
A fine little plan you've worked out.
Well, then maybe you'd better tell me about that, sir.
Stealing my crew to go ashore with you. Go on. Just lay a hand on me.
You'll log me for striking a superior officer. And that's a hanging offense. No, Captain, I'll wait.
You bet you'll wait. Back off. You heard me, back off. There's only one captain on this ship, and that's me, understand?
That's right. And I'm the first mate.
And you hate it, don't you?
It wasn't my choice.
It wasn't mine.
That's quite apparent. We both know I'm here because of company policy. When a ship becomes damaged through accident or collision, the commanding officer of that vessel must step down to 1 year's duty as first mate on board another ship.
Company policy doesn't say the captain has to like it. And I don't like you.
Well, that's your privilege. But you haven't complained about my work.
I don't like your newfangled ideas. The way you work with the men. The way you talk to them. Listen to their problems. Teach them things. And now you're going to take them ashore with you.
That is not true.
Well, it won't work, Mr. Richardson. You're under orders to remain below decks until we clear this port and head out to sea.
Aye, aye, sir. That sounds like a cannon, sir.
Cannon? There's no war going on.
Captain, they're shooting at us. They're shooting at us. The Spanish forts. They're shooting at us from both sides of the gate.
Boys will handle Hayworth if they know you're with us. Hey, we're dropping anchor. Now's our chance.
find signals from the Presidio. Heave to and send an officer ashore with your ship's papers. Well, with that cannon backing them up, I'd say you'd better get going, Captain. Oh, no. And leave you on my ship? I won't run away with it. You bet you won't. I'm sending you ashore. Why me? I heard you bragging. You talk the Spanish lingo. Well, that depends on who I'm talking for. You'll talk for me. You'll find out what the shooting's about. You'll square for us to take on fresh water and supplies and get us clearance papers. Well, that's quite a large order, Captain. That's just what it is, an order. You fix things, mister. And you get back aboard fast. How fast? I'll give you an hour going and an hour coming. You'll give me all the time I want, Captain. And I'll tell you why. Otherwise, you may never get this hell ship out of San Francisco Bay. Oh, and I want a full boat crew. Oh, no. Oh, yes. I'll be ready in 20 minutes.
What do you think you're dressed up for? Some fancy dress ball in Boston?
Oh, you want me to make a good impression on him, don't you, Captain?
Ah, get going. Get on with it. And you get back! You hear me? You get back!
¿Cómo está usted, amigo? ¿Qué hay?
You speak Spanish?
Un poco.
I speak English. Un poco.
Oh, you speak very well.
Then we talk in English. Who are you, senor?
William Richardson, first mate on the American ship Orion, out of Boston. Your guns fired on us. I'm sure it must have been a mistake.
Unfortunately, senor, there is no mistake.
Are you at war with the United States?
No, there is no war. There is a revolution again in Mexico. And when there is a revolution, who knows who is friend and who is enemy?
Well, I can assure you we're not your enemies. We asked for freedom of your port so that we might take on supplies and water.
This must be discussed with the comandante. Regrettably, he has gone away to his hacienda in the country.
Well, possible for you to take me there?
Miguel, déjalo montar.
I got it.
Comandante! Comandante!
Papa, in the English. You too, Fernando.
We talk all the way in English. I learn much. He is Yankee, but muy caballero.
Your name and your business in California?
William Richardson, first mate on the ship Orion out of Boston.
Where is Boston?
Maria. Continue.
Well, it seems we put into the bay without the proper clearance, and the lieutenant here was kind enough to bring me to you so I could present you with our ship's papers.
We will talk privately. Come. Sigan la fiesta.
Perdóname. Perdóname, señorita.
What a beautiful Yankee. Gracias, Fernando. Muchas gracias.
It appears that these papers are in order.
Thank you, sir. I apologize for intruding on your fiesta.
Por nada, por nada. Sit.
Thank you.
Tell me about you, senor.
Well, there's nothing much to tell. I'm a sailor, that's all.
We are proud of our wine in California.
Magnifico. Soberbio.
You have come to California well prepared, senor. You have learned Spanish. You have the manners of a caballero. Why did you come, senor?
A sailor goes where his ship takes him.
You are more than a sailor, senor. In my position, I must judge men as well as wine. I think you are a man who intends to better himself. This is possible in California.
All I know is ships.
California needs what ships can bring.
I'm afraid they won't bring very much, Captain. I mean, the way things are.
You arrived today. Already you know how things are.
Well, only what I saw from the ship and on the way to shore and coming out here.
And what was this?
Well, first of all, you have no docks or wharves in the bay, and the ships have to anchor in deep water. It's an added expense, taking on and unloading cargo. The captain of my ship said that it isn't even worth the time or the money taking on water here because it has to be hauled down from the mountains in barrels on the backs of mules, then put on rafts and towed out to the ship.
This is correct. How would you change this?
Not me, sir.
Why not you?
Yes, senor. Why not you?
Please, Maria. We are discussing business matters.
Oh, Papa. Do we starve a guest who comes so far from Boston?
You shouldn't have bothered.
Oh, ay, Maria. In California, we say, mi casa es su casa. My home is yours. Please eat.
Yes, of course. Eat, senor, and drink.
Well, I should be getting back to my ship.
But not until I give you the clearance papers. Later. Now you eat, you drink. We will talk about how to build a new California. Maria, have the musicians gone away?
No, Papa.
Then tell them the night is young.
Oh, Papa.
Later, Maria, later.
Sí, Papa.
If you were to become a Californian, senor. If you were to become a Californian, where would you build these docks? Show me.
Well, I think... long does the California fiesta go on?
Oh, sometimes until mañana. Why, would you like it to end?
Oh, no. It's just that I'm long overdue back on my ship.
Is your ship that important?
Well, when you sign on to do a job, you like to finish it.
Why are you a sailor?
I guess a man does what he's born to do.
Were you born to come to California?
I'm beginning to think I was.
You know, I read an American book, and there was a poem. Two shall be born, the whole wide world apart, to meet, kiss, and share one single heart.
Senor Richardson, I have prepared the clearance papers.
Well, thank you, sir. That's very kind of you.
We will talk a little more.
Yes, sir.
Maria, the guests are leaving.
You have a very lovely daughter.
I agree with you completely. Shall we go?
Yes, sir.
Papa, I will say goodbye to the guests.
Senor, I have been thinking about your proposals.
I wouldn't call them proposals. They were just ideas that probably wouldn't work anyway.
Correct. We have workers who do well what they are told how to do. It is the how we need. I believe you have that how. Clearance papers. I believe they are in order.
Yes, sir. I couldn't ask for more.
Then I ask. Suppose, senor, you deliver these papers to the captain of your ship. You have completed your mission. He sails on, you remain.
I'm sorry. You're very kind, but...
But you are an honorable man.
Well, I signed on for the voyage, out and back.
Back to Boston. A very long way from California.
Yes, sir.
I like you, Senor Richardson. I believe you are making a mistake which not only you will regret, but... I cannot argue with an honorable man. The horse on which you came is waiting. Vaya con Dios.
Vaya con Dios.
It is polite to say goodbye.
I wish it wasn't. Goodbye.
Then we'll say, hasta la vista.
Hasta la vista.
To remember.
What I figured. You found yourself a senorita, huh?
I'll take that, Captain.
kill you.
No, he won't. There's a sea law, Captain. And it reads, a superior officer who strikes another officer unprovoked in performance of duty in front of witnesses absolves that officer of all charges of mutiny. You heard him. I'm signed off by his order. More sea law, Captain. First mate, leaving a ship at the termination of his duties in a foreign port has the privilege of a boat crew to put him ashore wherever he may so designate.
You'll get no boat crew. Men are still waiting down on the boat, sir.
Fine.
I'll log you for desertion and mutiny.
I don't think that's a wise idea, Captain. You can't leave California without a crew, and you may not have one unless the men decide to come back on board. Vaya con Dios.
We considered the possibility, senor, that you might change your mind.
I had a change for me.
Bueno. Then now you join California.
Now I join California.
So, as time went by, William Richardson and Maria Martinez were married. Their daughter, as lovely as her mother, was the first senorita of half-American parentage born in California. Her father built the first house at Yerba Buena and built his dock and reservoir and played his part in building a great American state. In Hurricane Gulch at Sausalito, a stone cistern still stands, a monument to William Richardson, El Aguadero, the water bringer. Next week, another true story of the great American West.